Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday in the house. We are starting off with some coffee. I have been loving to froth my cream so it's nice and toasty. So we're gonna get that going. You can hear the coffee is just now finishing up, and we actually have one very random photo to take, one more of our St. Patrick's items that we forgot to bring with us during the photo shoot a few days ago. So we had to take that this morning, and we are going live today because it is our huge launch Saturday, restock, all the things. So this is gonna be a big one. I really think people are ready to shop. Business has been a little bit weird, a little bit slow, like, I don't know, it's just been weird and not like it typically is, but I think people are ready for this weekend. There's a ton of fun things coming, and I'm really excited about all the things. And the quarter crew and the blankets are really fun because people get to pick like their own combo. So there's no way to really even know what people are gonna choose. And a lot of times people pick totally different things. And I put a question thing the other day. Nick actually didn't hear this. Yesterday I said, what's going in your cart first? And the top answer was birthday stuff. So that is fun. Can you believe that, Nicholas?
I can.
You can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? People always surprise us. But that's kind of what is on our docket today, and I think we are gonna try to go live on YouTube, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if it's gonna like notify people or what it's gonna be.
We've never done that before.
We've never done it. We haven't even looked into it. We're just gonna wing it and see how it goes. I don't know if it saves on our channel or not. I don't really know anything, but might as well try, and if we like it, maybe if anyone shows up and interacts, then maybe we'll do it again. I don't know, maybe we have to plan more. Maybe we have to tell people.
More people know.
I wonder if we go on right now, we're about like an hour out, if we can like set a thing where it's like gonna tell people, hey, they're gonna be live in an hour.
You can do a comment, you can post on YouTube that way. Maybe that's what we should do.
Yeah. Who sees that though?
I don't know. Anyone that has notifications or any of that stuff on.
What else is on the docket for today? Just mostly that stuff. We're gonna go live from the house. There's no reason to go to the office. We like being at the house. And oh yeah, there is currently a little flurry of snow on the ground. Crazy. What do you think of the snow? Is it cold on your paws? Just a little bit. But it is crazy. I didn't even think it was really gonna snow, but it did. All right, so we gotta get this going because my coffee is now ready. So you just push the button and then it hot froths the cream. And I also saw over here a fun little sneak peek. This one got messed up, so I get to keep it. It looks like the dog has a mustache, but I thought this turned out so cute once that line is fixed. And this is the item that we're photographing. You guys, Nicholas is not gonna be happy showing a sneak peek. We got coffee, cream. I don't know latte art, so I just poured in. This is as pretty as it gets. Nothing. And the trick is, if you use this thing, to wash it right now, because if you let it sit, it gets really sticky. But we love our Nespresso. This is our baby, and she makes really good coffee. Actually, I just realized I'm about to do an official taste test because Nick got me a new one. My favorite one is this one. It doesn't say what kind it is. Yeah, I thought it usually did. Well, the purple one is my favorite one, but Nick told me to try this new one. What is this?
I don't know the name either.
But like, what is it supposed, like, why did you pick it?
It looked good and different.
That's the only one.
Nespresso has the specialty blends they do, and this is one of them.
But if I don't like it?
Well, let's get an official taste test.
It's different. It's definitely different. It's like...
You can taste the difference?
Is the word I want to say fruity?
I think so.
That's what's kind of weird. I think I like it, but I only had one sip. Fruity coffee sounds weird. So, I thought it would be a little bit fun to talk about email marketing today as Holly's on the bench. Because I mentioned it in one of the videos recently, and then people were commenting, would love a video on that. So, should we put this down on the table or you want to hold it?
Let's put it down.
So I feel like the #1 thing that we have learned, my head's gonna be cut off because we don't have an elevator, in email marketing is consistency. Sending one, like whatever day you pick, like probably once a week would be ideal. schedule that day and make it happen every single week so that you can stay consistent with your email marketing, because that's how you're going to capture your audience. Now, the importance to email marketing is that you own that list. So social media can vanish, you know, Instagram can go, Facebook can go, TikTok can go, but having that tangible email list of your own is so important for you to build. Email marketing is the #1 way to market to people, even though it seems like in our generation social media is the top thing. It is not. Statistically, email marketing is the best thing. So I think that's also
still hard for me to believe, but I know that it's true.
And email marketing works for us. It works for a lot of people. So you just have to figure out how you want to do it. There's a ton of platforms. It really depends. Are you a service or a product-based thing? Are you an influencer trying to build a community? If you have a dog account and you're trying to build your dog's account, you don't have to sell anything. Like if you want your dog to be an influencer, you can also utilize email marketing.
One of the biggest email lists that I'm a part of is a like reading email list. They just send out, it's Ryan Holiday, and he sends out kind of books that he's reading and just shares value that way. And that's pretty much like all that the email is, but he has a list of over, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people on that list. And so say he's coming out with a new book, 99% of his emails are recommending other books that he's reading, but say he's coming out with a new book, one of his emails talks about like, hey, I just came out with a new book, and I'm sure a lot of people use that email and go buy the book.
Very interesting. So yeah, I would say staying consistent, and the best way to do that is by finding a platform that works for you. There are so many different options, and you can schedule them. So let's say you don't have time to do it every single week. You can do it once a month and then schedule out the next 4 weeks worth of content and emails.
That is the best way to do it, and what we're finding is helping us the most is scheduling ahead of time, picking the topics, go ahead and writing the emails at minimum 1 to 2 weeks ahead of time so that you don't have to be stressed when it's crunch time and the email's about to go out.
Something that I just started to do, well, me and Ensley and Nick, we all three of us kind of work with this, is I was realizing how much effort Nick and Ensley were putting into these really good emails, and that once you send it, then they're gone. And so I was like, the shelf life of that email was so short when the content was like something that should live forever. So we created a blog on our website as well, so that those important ones, now if it's like promoting a new product or something, that's gonna be different, but they were like sharing how to clean your bandanas. Well, people ask us that all the time. That should be somewhere on our website, and it wasn't. So I'm like, let's just take that email content, put it on a blog post, and put it on the website, so whenever people, you know, maybe they're searching it, they'll find it. But if they ask us, we can direct them to there so that they can see that kind of stuff.
I think the idea of like cross-posting is so helpful when like you feel overwhelmed of like, I gotta post on all these places. Like every space, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, emails, blog, they all have their own little unique way, but you just can take the same core piece of content and like you can make a 1 minute, you know, TikTok on that. You can make a 1 minute reel on that. You can make a 15-minute YouTube video where you go in depth. You can talk a lot longer on your blog, or you can like make it a little bit more fun and informational with just like a few paragraphs and an email and some fun like photos. There's so many things you can do with that one piece of content.
I think that the other important thing about your email is finding what value you're going to give to the viewers. So it's going to be different no matter what topic you're talking about, but try to find something like why, like what's going to be your hook, why should someone come and read it, and then what are they going to get from reading it. So I think that is kind of something that can be really hard, but when you have that as your mission, you know, in your head, you're like, that's what I'm going for, then maybe that might be easier to direct you in those directions. Yeah, I think that this topic, there's so much and it's going to vary a ton, but what else do you think?
Well, I was going to say too about the idea of like the different platforms to use. We used to, obviously our website was on Squarespace, and we use like the integrated email software within Squarespace. Now we use Klaviyo, but there are literally hundreds. I don't think it really matters that much which one you choose to use, just that you start doing it. And consistency could mean that you send out a once a month email. The book list email I get is once a month. He sends it out, you know, 12 of them a year about the, you know, books that you read that month. We are now sending out typically one on Saturday and one on Tuesday. So we're doing twice a week. But for a while, we basically were doing, I would say, once a week. And sometimes, even before that, we weren't as consistent. And when you're not consistent, you know, people don't know when to hear from you, so your open rates are not going to be that good.
Mm-hmm.
So consistency is key. Consistency is also key, I would say, with any type of like communication platform, whether that's Instagram, YouTube. As you guys know, we struggle with being consistent on YouTube. That's one of the resolutions for 2022 is to be more consistent. But
so far, so good.
So far, so good. If you can be consistent, people, you know, then know when to expect from you and will show up and at least, you know, give your content a consideration.
And consistency does not mean every day. It is
No.
whatever schedule you pick. You just need to stick with it. So if you want to pick every, you know, the first Friday of every month, stay consistent with that. But if you want to pick every Friday, you know, whatever you pick, you get to pick.
Yeah.
So that is what's really nice.
I would say pick a longer period of time first, because Danielle and I, particularly me, I love to overcommit, and then it ends up being like, I don't know if I can do all this, and it would have been better if I said, let me just knock out one a week or one a month first, get, you know, the steam rolling under that, and then I can go. You can, I think with consistency, you can always do a little bit more and ramp up. It's a lot harder to pull back.
True. Very true. So you can always change your schedule too, which is nice to know. But we need to get ready for a live. And
oh, the last thing I wanted to say, figuring out the content for writing emails is very, very difficult. I would say look at what other people are doing and then figure out like how you can kind of like match that to your own brand or whatever you want to talk about, and then just start writing. You know, because they're emails, they're not supposed to be novels or super long. They can be really short. Write it. If you read it back and hate it, scrap it and go to another one. But doing that process over and over again, I think will help you get like good content that you like. And guess what? When you start doing it, not that many people are probably going to be reading your emails, so you have a little bit of time to get better. Hopefully you can maybe see feedback. Oh, this email got a lot of opens. I wonder why. Well, I talked about this and I hadn't done that before. And so you can just see through like testing that way, you know, what are your readers resonating with? And then also, if you're sending out emails like that, you're going to be able to see maybe more quickly in a short version, or maybe you're filming a video on that content and you can be like, oh, that was really good. Or maybe that you filmed a video, you know, a year ago that did really well, and now you want to write an email about it. So go back through content that you've created in the past, and that can help you come up with the email ideas too.
that's good.
Mm-hmm. So now it's time to go take a photo. It is currently 27 degrees out, but that's not going to stop us because we only have one. So let's go do it. How cold is it? Oh, this is going to be a horrible place. We're going to have to go somewhere else.
Is this a weird spot to take a picture?
Maybe, but the sun, see that sun streak right there? You got sun, shade. That is not good.
This is not ideal. None of this is ideal. Sun and cold. But how cute is this? Love it. Thought it turned out so cute. Sand is not my color, but I love how this combo
it looks
turned
good
out.
on you.
We're about to go live, so hopefully some of y'all were able to make it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!